Hello students, today also we are going to learn a very interesting topic, and that is the equivalent resistance, and that is important for your entrance examination as well as to solve the numerical problem. So I think you all are paying proper attention and you all will enjoy today's lesson also like before. Okay, and so let's start today's topic, equivalent resistance. Okay, this is very interesting. I will start from the very simple, from the beginning, and just like ABCD of English language, and then I will make you to solve the any equivalent problem, equivalent resistance problem, which is going to come in your examination. So are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, you are ready, and you bring your pen and copy to write it down. Okay, and so let me recap first. What do we need to solve the numerical problem and equivalent resistance problem? First, if resistances are series, resistances are in series. So if resistance are series, then equivalent resistance will be equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 dot dot dot, and so many you have, then up to Rn. And how to know resistance are in series? If so many resistance are there connected end to end like this, so many resistors are connected end to end, but all of them are connected in back to back, and only one way to find that if all of them are getting the same current, then they are in the series. See this, here is I, here is I, here is I, here is I. Means all resistors are getting same current, I, even the resistance are R1, R2, R3 and Rn. So these are in series. In that case, just you sum the resistance, you will get the answer. Okay. If they all are equal, they all are equal. If they are equal, then very easily you can tell this R, so n times R, so you get the n R. So if resistances are in series, then you will use this formula. Okay. Next is if resistances are in parallel. If resistances are in parallel, actually we have to tell resistors. Resistance is the adjective. Okay, and so we have to, if resistors are in parallel, then what we get? R equivalent, reciprocal of R equivalent will be equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus dot 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 1 by Rn. This very easy formula we have derived. Okay, and so this is the general formula. And how to know resistors are parallel? If resistances are connected across the same potential difference, means common points between which resistors are connected. See this, even it looks like the longer, but they are meeting at a point, and this all ends are meeting at a point. And here how to find potential difference between 2 points is same, means if they are connected between the same 2 points, then they are in parallel. Okay, and so if I tell R1, R2 and R3, then likewise you can get here another resistance, that's Rn, then you will use this formula. Okay, and further of this, if I write, if there are only two resistance, if there are only two resistors, then we will use shortcut. What shortcut? Let's see. At that time R will be equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. You will take LCM, and that will be R1, R2, and this becomes R2 plus R1. And you have to do the reciprocal of this, and so R will be equals to just upside down R1, R2 by R1 plus R2. What do you get? Product by sum. Remember this. Whenever two resistance are in parallel, what will you do? Just product by sum. Remember this, product by sum, and product by 10 times. If two resistors are in parallel, we will do product by sum. Remember this because you are given plenty of times. Okay, and so this. if you think that if 3 resistors are in parallel, if 3 resistors are in parallel, if 3 resistors are in parallel, then what will get? 1 by R equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. And again you are going to take LCM, so R1, R2, R3, and just multiply. This will be R2, R3, here you get R1, R3, and here we get the R1, R2. This is a 1 by R equivalent. Okay, and so let's make reciprocal, and so this becomes R1, R2, R3 upon R1, R2, R2, R3 plus R3, R1. So this is the formula for if 3 resistors are connected in series. But we are not remembering this also. This will be just, what will they tell? Product. Product by sum of products. Sum of products. Okay, so we are not going to learn this formula. We are going to learn this R equals to product by sum. This is for all any number of resistance, and but this will make your time short while solving the entrance problem. Okay, and so remember this. Okay, and this was the end. So for more things I want to do, you want to copy, then you can copy by pausing the video. Okay, and so for the C, if all resistances are equal, resistances are equal in parallel. If they are in parallel and they all are equal, so what will be? What will be your easiest formula? See, all are equal, R1, R, all are R, so we'll get 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R, and so on doing 1 by R, right? And so how many R are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and up to N. So we get N upon R. So 1 by R equal to N upon R. So this implies your equivalent resistance will be equal to simply R by N. Understood this? If you are not getting, I mean if 10 ohm resistance, 10, so many 10 ohm resistance are in parallel, and if there are 3 numbers, then equivalent resistance will be 10 upon 3, that's 3.33. You are not going to use this formula also, this formula also. If same resistance are there, then what will you do? Just divide by number. Okay, and that was the third trick. And now let's see the fourth trick that will save your time. That is, okay, let's see the two resistance, 1 by R, and if one resistance is, okay, fourth case, if one resistance is multiple of another. I mean, one is 5 ohm, other is 15. So 5 is 3 times 15, multiple of another. And what will be equivalent resistance in that case? Okay, let's see. 1 by R equals to 1 by R1, and that's another is 1 by R2, but R2 is something times, maybe the K times R1. If this is your case, let's see, LCM will be so easy, K R1, and then what do we get here? K plus 1 by 1 by R. So in that case, what will we get? R equals to K R1 by K plus 1. It means, very simply you can find, I told that one resistance is 5, other is 15, so equivalent resistance I have to find. Then one method is, I will multiply 5 into 15 by 5 plus 50 is 20, 5 4, so 15 by 4, that's 7 by 2, 3.5 ohm. One way, product by sum, doing fast calculation. Another way is, write the bigger resistance. Bigger resistance is 15, divide by how many times is that? 3 and 1 more, means 3 plus 1 is 4. So you will get the same value, 3.5 ohm. But you are not going to use this much product and sum. Thus simply write the bigger, what will you get? Bigger resistance, that is multiple, by multiple times 1, multiple plus 1. So how many times? 2 times 2 plus 1, 3. Just you divide and you will get the resistance. If your one resistance is multiple of other. We are using these tools, and some more tools are there like symmetry, and so that symmetry I will also make in maybe possible in this video, or if not possible then I will make in other video. And there are some other tools, very important tool, that's Wheatstone bridge principle also we are going to use. But even though we have not learned that topics like in second chapter, and but still we will use that. And most powerful one is the conversion of t to pi and pi to t. That also we are going to use to solve the equivalent resistance problem. So keep watching. Okay, and next I am going to revise some more simple question, and then we will go to the more and more complex. Okay, I clear this. Okay, now tell me along with me, what will be the resistance of this? First you have to tell, you try with me. Okay, and now we are using the, so first question is, this is the 5 ohm, this is the 5 ohm, and this is the 10 ohm. So will you tell me what is the equivalent resistance between A and B? It's very easy, fast. You have already done. See this. These two are in series. So what will be? 5 plus 5 is 10. I am showing what I could do this very fast, but I am showing that this becomes the 10 and this is 10. And now tell me 10, 10, same in parallel. So this becomes the equivalent, becomes the 10 parallel 10, 10 divided by 2, that's the 5 ohm. It's easy. A to B resistance is 5 ohm. So that's what? Is this easy? Yes, of course. Now let's try more example. Okay, and so I am giving, and you try along with me and tell me the answer fast. Okay, one resistance is here. Again I am making that. Okay, and so. Okay, now tell me this 15 and this again, the 5 ohm, and this is 10 ohm and this is 15 ohm. What will be the resistance from A to B? Come on, you can tell fast. Don't worry, you are not using just common sense. Just now you found the resistance of these two, like these all three, and so that you got the 5 ohm, and next here is parallel to 15 ohm. Okay, and again you can use, what can you use? Two, you have product by sum or multiple. So now instead of these two are in parallel and one is multiple of other, I have 3 there, so I will write bigger is 15 ohm, and how many times? 3 times, 3 plus 1 is 4, and so 15 by 4, 7 by 2 is 3.5 ohm. Is it easy? Yes, of course it is easy. Now let me try the third simple question I am doing, and then I will move toward the more complex problem. Okay. Now tell me them. Okay, 1, 2, 3 resistance is there, and here is one connection like this, Okay, and again you have to find the resistance from A to B. Who will tell? Tell me first, if they all resistance are same resistance, maybe R. Okay, tell. Can you find series in parallel? No, I don't think. I am giving name for you, A, J, B, and here I am writing the C and D. Now you can tell me. Are you trying? Try. If you don't try, then you will not get it. Okay, and so there are 3 resistance I am seeing, but I am finding this A point and here is B. Let me write this is A and this is B, and let me see this between A and B. A and B I have to find resistance. Now see this, along with A, D is also connected, so D is also my here only, and B and C are together connected. See, this wire connects B and C, and so where is B? There is C also. Now let me see between A and B, what resistance is there between A and D. First let me write this, A and D are same point, so there is this resistance, C is connected between here, so one resistance, let me check this here, another between C and D the same point, and so this is also, and last resistance B and D there, so connect this resistance. And so let me tell, are you getting or not? Let me once again, one resistance connect between A and C, so your A and C. A is there, C is there, so I have to connect one resistance here. Now see the another resistance connected between C and D. Where is your C? C is there and D is there, so I connected this. And last one resistance connected D and B, and between D and B one resistance. These all 3 resistance are connected. Actually they were in parallel, but it was not looking like a parallel. So don't confuse, you have concept. And remember, if these wires are connected, mean these wires these points are same points. Keep in the mind. Sometimes they make you confused. I know now nothing left in this question. 3 resistance are in parallel. So what will tell? So our trick, number of resistance. One resistance divided number, and there are 3, and so R by 3 will be your its equivalent resistance. If your question tells that it is 15 ohm, 15 ohm, 15 ohm, then what will be answer? 15 divided by 3, 15 divided by 3, that will be the 5 ohm resistance. Okay, and so there was nothing difficult in this question. Now you solve it. Remember, sometimes it may not look like a series and parallel combination, but yes, still if you think a little bit, then you can get that. So let me write the fourth question. I am trying simple question first, and then I will move to the more complex question. Okay, and so here is one more question for you, and that's I had seen this question somewhere like this. Okay, and so this is looks like a shape of A, and here is A written, here is B written, and resistance is 5 ohm. This is the 10 ohm, this is the 20 ohm, this is the 5 ohm, and this is the 15 ohm. And tell me what will be resistance between A and B. Don't worry, now first you see these 2 points C and D. C and D, one way is going by this and other way. So these 2 branches are in parallel. But this 5 ohm and 12 ohm are in series. So what will be our, so let me draw again. And so that one branch is here, and this is 20 ohm. 20 ohm, and these 2 makes 5 plus 15, that also becomes the 20 ohm. And so your resistance, your question looks like this now. And so this is 5 ohm, this is 10 ohm, and this is 20 ohm. And why I am telling fast? Because this is so easy. And now this is C and D. Tell me this C and D, those 2 are in parallel, and if they are in parallel, then actually they are same. So 20 parallel 20 is 10. 20 divided by 2, and so now only one resistance left here, and one resistance is like this here, and one resistance this. Now, is this difficult for you? Tell. I don't think so. This is the 10 ohm resistance, this is the 10 ohm resistance. Now tell me, all 3 are in series. So 10 plus 10, 20 plus 5, that's the 25 ohm is your answer. Equivalent resistance between A and B is 25 ohm. So that was also interesting and easy questions. Okay. Now let me move further. Okay, and you want to copy. Why should copy? Copy in your hard disk, that's your brain. You can solve anytime, you can use. If you copy, then you get through this. That paper. And try to keep in your mind. Don't think that later you will study and you will get it. Get it right now. Okay, that was equivalent resistance. Now, let me do a little bit more difficult question. This is like this resistance branch. See, this one here is a 1 ohm resistance, here is 2 ohm resistance, here is 1 ohm resistance, again here is the 2 ohm resistance, and so on. Again here is 1 ohm, here is 2 ohm. This is the infinite series. Infinite means you can go through this, and there are so many 1 ohm resistance and 2 ohm resistance, and you have to find this 1 ohm, and this is 2 ohm, and this is the 2 ohm, and it does not mean there are so many. And now you have to find the equivalent resistance between A and B. Can you find? Here is one trick. That trick will work for you, and that trick is, you suppose this whole have some equivalent resistance, that is the R. So I suppose that is resistance from here to here. We write P to Q. Equivalent resistance remaining except one, remaining all have the resistance P to Q, that is R. So I suppose I have to find RAB, which equals to, now our question, this figure simplifies, only one this resistance left, one resistance here, and remaining I suppose this whole has the R. So this is 1 ohm, this is 2 ohm, and this is R. Now R equivalent from A to B. Tell me what will be? From here you start your journey. You go from here. First you meet 1 ohm resistance. So let me write 1 ohm. Then plus And now we are finding 2 ohm and are in parallel. So 2 parallel R. For shortcut I write like this, 2 parallel R. Okay, and now 1 plus parallel, you know the formula, product by sum, 2R by 2 plus R. This is RAB. Now think a little bit, we are using some approximation. See, this is 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm to the infinite number of this branch, right? Like this part. If I add one more part, then there will be not that's more change in the resistance. Equivalent resistance remains nearly same. So I can write for infinite series of resistance RAB is nearly equals to R only, and so I can write now this, and now nothing left with this question, just you have to solve it by 2 plus R. Okay, and take this one this side, and R minus 1 equals to 2R by 2 plus R, and now simply get cross multiply, 2 into R is that's 2R, and 1 minus R plus R is R square, and now remaining is minus 1, so minus 2, and this minus R, and right side you are getting just 2R. Now see this, so interesting, 2R cut on both sides, and so this R square minus R minus 2 equals to 0. Now what left? Just you have to factorize it, and so I think you are good enough in this algebra, and so R square minus 2R plus R minus 2 equals to 0, and R is again your common, R minus 2 and plus 1 common, R minus 2 is equal to 0. So there's 2 factor we are getting, one factor is R minus 2 equals to 0, and other or you are getting R plus 1 equals to 0. So R equals to minus 1, it's not possible. You know why not possible? Because resistance cannot be negative, and so this is not possible, and so I get R equals to 2. So what answer you are getting? You are getting your equivalent resistance, R equivalent of this infinite series, just 2. What is difficult? Tell me. Come on, you can tell. No, but pay proper attention. Everything will be easy for you. Okay, and so this was the question. And next, let me move to the next question. Next question is little bit. Let me check this. Okay, and so are you seeing this? Okay, and here is. Okay, let me tell this is the 5 ohm, this is the 5 ohm, this is also 5 ohm, and this is 5 ohm. And so what will be the resistance between A and B? Come on, you can tell fast. Are you trying or not trying? Not trying, then you will not understand this. And you are not going to solve question by yourself. So if you try, then only you learn. It will be wrong, don't worry. Okay, now see this is so easy question I gave you. You may think that's why Sir give me again this easiest question for me. 5 plus 5, upper branch is 5 plus 5, that becomes the 10, and now this lower branch, because they two are in parallel, and I told you two currents going through the two branches, they are in parallel. So this is also 5 plus 5 is 10 ohm. Okay, and so this A and this is B, and this is 10 and this is 10. Two resistance, same resistance are in parallel, and divide by number, and single resistance will become 5 ohm. Wow, so easy. My question is just I make to understand. I think I have around 6 number. Okay, maybe the 6 number of 5. Okay. Okay, so this question I wanted to make. We got just if all resistances are in same, then equivalent resistance will be same. I mean, if this is R, this is R, this is R, this is R, then don't think anything. R equivalent will be simply R. Keep in the mind, because you need shortcut. You have to just tick the answer. You should not show the process in entrance examination. So, whenever you find like this, all resistances are of same value, then equivalent resistance will be that same. Okay, let me make this question more interesting. If I connect one resistance here also, that also resistance R. So what will be the answer? Tell me. No, what can you do? Yes, okay, these two are in parallel, and but here I am going here, and again dividing, What should be parallel? So neither parallel nor series. How can I solve? Again, don't think anything until the answer is still this. If resistance, all resistances are in same quantity in bridge, this is called actually Wheatstone bridge. You will learn that Wheatstone bridge. This type of connection is called the Wheatstone bridge connection. Okay, and here you understood now. If all resistances are same, then you will not think anything. Just you will write them. Equivalent resistance is same thing. And here is what is the reason why this becomes the same. There is one technique of the Wheatstone bridge. Let me tell this resistance. For the timing I have to write out this R. Okay. For general this is P and this is Q. This is R. This is S. If you get P upon Q equal to R upon S. Let me check. P upon Q. P is 5. Q is also 5. So 5 by 5 is 1. Here R is R upon S. R is 5. S is also 5. 5 by 1. So see this P by Q equals to R by S. R by S. If you are getting this condition, then there is no need of this resistance. Means this resistance is just to make you confused. There is no resistance like this. Even that is there and that is dead. There is open, there is no resistance. Reason you want to find, then reason is that in that condition potential of this point and voltage of this point, potential of these 2 points become the same, no current flow through this resistance. Even there is that resistance, you suppose there is nothing and you find. So that was the okay. And so let me make the another question, 7 number question, to make you this concept more clear. 7 number question. Okay, and so 7 number question is our question is this time. Now see this. This size, I am writing this for 10 ohm. This I am writing 5 ohm. This is the 100 ohm. This is the 50 ohm. And there is also 100 ohm. So how will you solve this question? Again, you see like this figure, then always you think that it is the Wheatstone bridge principle. And so first thing you will do, you will check that condition P upon Q and R upon S or S upon R. So if you suppose this is the P and P by Q will be equals to 10 upon 5. So 5 to the you are getting 2 ohm, and next is the 100 upon this S upon R, and that's 100 upon 50. 100 upon 50 and you are still getting 2. Also you are getting the same 2 ratio, means again there is no use of this. Cut it down, and now what will be the resistance? Now it's so easy for you. What is it? Because 2 branches, parallel branches. So tell me upper branch 10 plus 5 is 15 ohm, and down is 100 plus 50 is 150 ohm. And now see this A and B. I told you one is multiple of another. 15 tens are this. And so very simply I can write bigger one 150, and total 10 plus 1 is 11. Now divide is 11 1 11, that's 40. 40 by 11 3 are 33, and 7 70, 11 6 are 66, 60 40, and so 63 ohm. So you got nearly equal to 13.63 ohm. So this was also very interesting. Do you think this is interesting? Then enjoy these lessons. These are the I am doing more and more question for you, and so that you will be intelligent in this topic. Okay, so clear? Can I rub? Tell me. Yes. Okay, I rub this also. And there is more difficult question like this, and I will give you this as assignment, and so you try, and I will solve that question in the next video. But I am giving this so that you will do research. You will search in the net and you will find the solution, and you will tell me next time. Okay, and so again there is like this questions. Now I am telling this is the 1 ohm resistance, this is the 2 ohm resistance, and this is the 3 ohm resistance, this is the 4 ohm resistance, and this is the 5 ohm resistance. Now we have to find resistance from A to B. Now see this. This time if you try from the previous trick where it fails, P by Q equals 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2. And here S upon R becomes the 4 upon 3, 4 upon 3. So P by Q, this time you are getting P by Q is not equals to S by R. So we cannot use Wheatstone bridge principle here. So what can you do? So I told you that you are going to find the solution this doing the research. Okay, next time we will discuss these questions. Okay, and so okay, so students, now we are moving to the next technique. Next trick that's very important to solve the complex resistance problem. And pay attention, you are going to learn this trick, and this trick will make you easy, make you comfortable to solve the complex equivalent resistance problem. Now see, this technique is mirror symmetry, and this mirror symmetry technique is, see that's how you see the object in the mirror, how it will behave. I made this one mirror here, and one object coming like this, then its image is seen like this. Again here, the object like this, then image seen like this. So whatever things coming in here, that was going through this. If this is thick line, then there will also the thick line. If this thin, then this also thin. So mirror, you just see that the duplicate of that, but this is the laterally inverted. So this going down, this coming up like this. So this is the technique what we are going to use in the to solve the symmetry problem. See this. Here is the one figure I made. This is resistance. To make I already made figure to save our time. And one resistance here R, all resistance R here. Now if I suppose here the mirror line, then what I find? This and this are this object, this image, this object, this image. So what will be the value of current in this? Same current will be in this. How much current coming through here? That much current going through this. Okay, and if these two are same, then current this and this branch going in this. How much current is here? That is going here. Means there is no current going through this, no. Likewise, same thing. If current coming here and all current should go here, then no current going through this. Means again we are seeing this the resistance which are in the mirror line has no any effect. So again this time, if I put mirror over here and if I see symmetry from left side to right side, then what can I find? There is no use of this resistance. Then this question already we have solved. R plus R, that becomes the 2R, and down also 2R, and so 2R, and you know the equivalent resistance R which I have already found. And I have chosen this question to make you understand the symmetry. Now we are using the same technique here. Let's see here. Now we have to find the resistance from R from A to P. So how will we find here? Here is the your point is A and B here, and this is your mirror line. We can't take the mirror line along the terminal. We always take the mirror line perpendicular to the terminal from where we have to find the equivalent resistance. So we have to find the from this and this. So this line it cannot be the mirror line. This is the mirror line, and I told you just now after getting that concept, this line, if this is our mirror line, then there is no use of this resistance. This resistance and this resistance have no any use. So what will be now equivalent resistance? It is so easy for you. Let's see. Upper is 2 ohm. So there is 2 R parallel to here, also in the middle 2 R. Also in the last, that's also 2 R. I told you same resistance are in parallel, then divide by number. So this is 2R divided by 3. So RAB or R equivalent resistance is 2R by 3. So there are so many like this question I am going to solve in the next this video, and this video becomes longer, and so you can't watch so long time if sitting in a single sitting. So next time I will discuss more and more video of this equivalent resistance, and so that you will never get confused. And I think today video also you enjoyed. If you are enjoying the as usual, I say you you share this message to your friends so that more people will be benefited from this video. Thank you very much. Thanks.